Okay, so now we'll have a look at Kwang Gae. Kwang Gae is the first of the three black belt patterns for first degree. Jimmy. So parallel stance with heaven hands, same as poem. No. We want to try and execute a reasonably quick separation and then time the hands with the feet. So we start at about 30 centimetres from the face there, and then we end up slightly closer. So the circle kind of goes this way. It's like a tipped circle here and ends up quite close. No! Circular motion with the upset punch. Full facing, slightly ahead of the ribs and slightly elevated. So we elevate it so it brings into play the foreknuckle. If it was quite flat, we'd be almost attacking with the middle knuckles, of, say for example, of the long fist. So we just elevate it slightly. Pivot here, we step, and we hook, which is high. No! High, high. Fingers in front of the shoulder. So you can either block, we could be blocking here, or blocking and grabbing. It's at normal speed, but just because of the type of movement it is, it's a little bit softer. It's not so impactful. No! Sliding. Sit! Knife hand low guarding block. So remember 15 centimetres, 15 degrees in the feet, it's an L stance. No! Rear foot stance. So this is the first high guarding block that you do in Taekwondo. All the rest of your guarding blocks right through the colour belt patterns are all middle. So fingertips at shoulder height. This one has the fingertips at eye height. So it's the first high one that you do. And once again, the right fist at the moment is on the opposite, the same side chest, which is good. So it's rear foot stance. It's about a shoulder width and length. 15 degrees in the rear foot, which is the same as your L stance. Front foot's turned at about 25. And the ball of the foot, the ball of the front foot, is in front of the arch of the rear foot. So if the arch of my foot is on the joint in these maps, boom, there's the ball there. Okay? No! It's circular again. I might put block. Again, the arm is slightly elevated. Bring the hand, it's at about 30 degrees. So if we just relax the arm, by nature it'll just sit at a slight angle. So the palms is okay just inside the shoulder, but not immediately in front of the shoulder like we do with the fists. Too high there. Hand is dead flat. So same as these that you may perform in your blue belt step sparring syllabus. No! Formed in slow motion. Circular, full facing, square up a little bit there. No! Good, good. Right knife hand into left palm. Pressing kick again, and then side kick. No! Good. So make sure you press to the knee, but you're loading. Load, and then pivot and load. Inward strike, all inward techniques are to the chest line. So in this case it's here, if you like, in line with your neck. So knife hand has to be neck height. We do this in Poigno as well. No! Good. Straight arm. Close stance, pull back on the hip. Can bend this arm slightly when we go the other way for our pressing kick this way. No! No pivot, pivot. Good. Neck height. Fist is just off the chest here, off the shoulder rather, here, same here. Straight out. No! So pressing block, a bit tricky for you to see from there, but pressing block, you can imagine the arm straight in front of the shoulder, slightly, ever so slightly bent with the thumb drop down. And here we've got the palm slightly above the elbow, just like we were doing here before. Okay, and just slightly inside the shoulder, about 30 degrees. From here, straight down. So this hand here, the lower one, at the moment that the boys are doing with the left hand, is really just, I don't know, for example, if someone was kicking low, it's almost that kind of reflex action. Down. No! Good. Side. Back strike here. So we perform the back strike. When it's in a sitting stance, it comes from the opposite chest. When we perform it in a L stance, it's the same, the opposite chest. When it's performed in a walking stance, for example, like in Do-san, it comes slightly wider from the rib cage. Back one. So double forearm is middle, half facing. This is the first double forearm block that's been performed middle. All the rest have been high, right through the colour belt patterns. And from here, down. And shift. So shift is only about 5 centimetres, not very much at all. Your hips are level, forehead height. Back one. Just watch you crossing there from the outside. Here. And the foot, the left foot, move in an arc in a standing motion. Good. Sit. No. So twin fist vertical punch, slightly wider than the shoulders. Upset punch. So we've just been performing this one. So with the fist slightly elevated, it's exactly the same here. Okay, just relax your elbows. Yeah, because you're squeezing in, so just relax. Good. My punch. Not too high. Back a little. Finish off.
Kwang Gae.
Thinner in your stance. Go, 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 go. Cool. And puddle. Left foot back. Cheese. Place. Is it? Foot high. Slide, rear foot, circular, full facing, not too high, just slightly higher than your elbow. Load your kicks, load your kicks. Yeah. Pretty much in front of your shoulders. Just about. Kick, step together. Yeah. And that's good.
Kwang Gae.